fool. How'd I know they were coming out here? I'll get rid of them, though.
What's the matter with you? That's just an echo.
Just an echo.
See, that's what I tell you. There's nothing to be scared of.
That's what you think.
Well, boys, here we go again. Wait for
Hello, this is Don O'Malley with Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. Today we have, joining me is Sir Coffagus from Cinetoon, where bad films get a second chance to meet their doom. He joins us again on this special Ghost on the Loose with Bowery Boys and Bela Lugosi. And yes, it's a special, so you'll find me somewhere in the film, thanks to my son Donnie. So here we go, sit back and enjoy this special.
Greetings, gentle viewers. I am your special guest ghost host, Sarcophagus. Yes. Spider. Never mind. Sarcophagus. Yes. You know what? You ever have just a bad hat day? Because apparently I am. What was I talking about? Oh, yes, of course. Good old Donnie boy has invited me to join you as we take a look at our special Ghosts on the Loose. Now, obviously, it's a product of its time, littered with cultural references and Easter eggs that you wouldn't know about unless you were from the era, or at the very least did a little digging. I'll throw a few of them at you right off the bat, but I want you to see if you can spot the others. Now, early on in the film is a reference to Abbott and Costello. Which is actually very understood. This is, 1940s, obviously, still in their heyday. They were featuring in vaudeville, in radio, television, and movies. Specifically I almost spoiled it. But yeah, so there's that. See if you spot that one. There's also a reference to coffee rationing. You remember, 1940s, we had a war to fight. So, that would explain the reference to coffee rationing. See if you spot that one. Now, I want to see if you can spot all the others. There's at least 3 more. I'm going to keep my lips sealed about them. But if you find them, let us know. Facebook, YouTube, the Monster Channel, amongst many others. And we are very active with response to your comments, so if you spot them, let us know. Yes. Muggs. The character named Muggs. His real-life wife is actually in a cameo role in this feature. That's not an Easter egg, but, well, it is, but it's not a cultural Easter egg. She's one of the bridesmaids in the wedding scene. So, there you are, certainly. Well, we're certainly glad that you join us for Don O'Malley's Breakfast Cereal Special. And now, our feature. Bela Lugosi and the Bowery of Hoy in Ghosts on the Loose.
It's a beautiful example of musical expression. Sounded like a broken down dirge. Hey, Dave! Dave! What color are your eyes? If you don't want them to be black, you better keep them open. I want you to pay some attention to this lethargy in opera. Benny, you're dimming a little on your diminuendo.
Oh, that's fine.
Yes, great. From you, I want a little more sweetness.
But I'm singing sweet.
If you can't sing any sweeter than that, you better hum. And Rocky, MF, that's for you.
MF, what does that mean?
Well, I don't know. Look, it says MF there. What do I know from those Latin abbreviations?
Hey, I think it means, mid-feeling.
Danny, you let me down the worst of all. Your moderato obligato was just a little bit, staccato.
I'm sorry, Butch, but I got a cold.
What?
I said I'm awfully sorry, but I got a cold.
Quick, quickies and boys. Play it again. Play it again, I say. Come on, once more.
Sing to me only with thine eyes, and I will bless with mine. Only the kiss within the cup, and I ask for wine.
Oh, that's lovely, boy. Perfectly lovely. The Rosary's always been one of my favorite hymns.
Oh, you ain't heard nothing yet. Why don't we polish it off a little?
Oh, good.
Is she kidding? He must have a tin ear. Yeah, we're pretty good. I'm going to tell you something. This thing must have some more crescendo. If you ask me, it's a little bit on the staccato side. If you know what I mean. Now, Scruno and Glimpy, let's have your version of this number.
Drink to me only with thine eyes, and I'll be in.
See what I mean? Yeah. You know what you were doing before?
Yeah?
You see what they're doing now?
Yeah.
Well, I want you to reach a happy medium. Now, hit that last note. What are you doing?
You told me to hit it.
You go to jail, I'm a minor.
Give him a pick and send him home.
I'll give you a pick in the head. Hey. Come on, more music.
Drink to me only with thine eyes.
Stand your feet, kid. You'll get a draw.
Now, don't let me stop you. Keep right on rehearsing. It's getting better all the time.
Oh, Ma, will you go upstairs?
Let's go to my house. It's quieter there.
We'll never get rehearsed. My boy thinking of
Hey,
Boss, why can't I sing in a quartet? I used to sing in a quartet with 6 members. I can sing those fortissimo's aloud, too.
You can't sing at this ceremony. You're the best man.
I wouldn't say that. I'm pretty good.
You're only the best man because your sister's getting married. It don't mean you're the best, or it don't even mean you're a man. Now, do you know what to do when this ritual starts?
Yeah, when a guy asks me for the ring, I run home and get it.
What do you mean you run home and get it? You already got it.
I don't see it.
Glimpy, did you hock that ring?
Oh, Muggs, you cut me to the quick.
Here's your veil, dear. Oh. Oh, you look beautiful.
Oh, now, Mommy, you promised not to cry.
Oh, I know. But when I think of you moving clear out into the country, into a strange house you've never even seen.
It isn't so far. It's only 2 miles from the end of the subway, and Jack says it's beautiful.
Oh.
We were lucky to get it so cheap.
I suppose so. But when I think
The
of
owner
you...
promised to be out today, and we can move in tonight.
Oh.
Oh, now, Mommy, don't cry. You get your nose all red. Come on, let's try on the veil.
I'd better play it cagey.
What is this, Duffy Stafford? It's mighty nice of you guys to go to all this trouble.
You ain't seen nothing. This is going to be the most pretentious wedding that Avenue A ever witnessed.
Where's Betty?
Yeah, she's in her room seeing which window curtain looks best on her. Yeah, watch out for my glasses.
You want a police escort at this wedding?
Oh, I'm afraid they only go to society weddings, Muggs.
You want a police escort?
For sure.
I'll get it. How do you like the place? How does it look?
Oh, it looks fine.
I think it needs a few more declarations. Hey, Stash, Skinny, Scruno.
Yeah.
Get out there and rustle up some more flowers.
Oh, that's fine. Some more flowers, right?
All right, let's go. Snap on.
Get me for 2, will you, bud?
What's the matter, Jack? Are you nervous?
Oh, not at all. I thought I would be. Oh, Glimpy, before I forget it, here, you better take this ring.
Oh, he ain't nervous. Look at his hand. Better stay off coffee.
Look, hold it and don't lose it.
Oh, I won't lose. I'll put it right here so we can do it.
You'll lose it if you put it there. Here, keep it on your finger. There. Now, you won't lose it.
Does this mean we're engaged?
Oh, you...
What are you wearing this afternoon?
I'm going to wear my black and white checker ensemble.
You can't wear that zoot suit. This is a serious occasion. What are you wearing, Jack?
A tuxedo.
All right, Danny, Rocky, go out and get Glimpy a tuxedo, a reasonable facsimile.
Right. On our way, Mud. Hey, you think I'm wearing one of the monkey suits with the collar and tie?
You wear what I tell you, and you'll like it.
Okay, we'll get it or wear it.
Say, has the agent been here with the papers on my house yet?
That's it.
You know, I wish I was a big airplane engineer so I could buy one of those houses in the suburbs.
Well, the house is a steel, Muggs, or I couldn't have bought it. I only hope there isn't anything wrong with it.
Well, what makes you think there's anything wrong with it?
It's too good to be true.
Oh, you just got those before the wedding jitters. You'll get over that. You need a little more experience. You really think the place looks pretty nice, huh?
Oh, it's fine, Muggs.
Yeah, it could look better with some of them pictures on the wall, those paintings, those murals.
Not morals, morals.
Look, do you guys mean murals?
Oh, yeah, that's right. He threw me off. You know, he's dumb sometimes.
Look, I got to go make a phone call. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Hey, Muggs, what is it with those suburbs? What are they?
Suburbs? Well, that's a place where you got no running water, you got no trolley cars, you got nothing.
Oh, poor people, huh?
That's right. Let's go. Hey, Dave. Dave.
I hope I never see any jerks again.
Hey, fellas, look here, look. Look, I got some flowers.
Put him back, put him back.
I only need a little water, that's all.
Put him back.
Oh.
Why, look here. That's supposed to bring good luck.
Oh, that's fine. Now, Muggs said we got to keep the wedding honest. Didn't he?
Yeah? Anybody got any string? Man, look at all of them pretty poses laying there.
Must have fallen out of the truck.
Yeah. Should I call him back?
Yeah, you better.
Hey, mister, you dropped your flowers. I guess he didn't hear me.
Too bad. Shall we?
Mr. DeVille? Roll 'em! You like some?
Well, I guess that's everything, Mr. Gibson. You have the papers and the keys to the house, and I hope you'll both be very happy in it.
Well, thank you very much. Oh, how about the present owners? Have they moved yet?
Oh, they'll be out in plenty of time for you to move in.
Well, I hope so. After all, it's our honeymoon, you know.
Oh, sure. I understand. I was married myself once. Boy, will I ever forget that. Well, maybe you'll have better luck.
I hope so. Oh, how about the house? You say it's in pretty good condition.
Well, it could stand a little fixing up, maybe. By the way, you're not superstitious, are you?
Why?
Well, the old couple are trying to tell me that the house next door is haunted.
Haunted?
Yes, but you know how old people are, always imagining things.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Of course, it's a lot of nonsense.
Sure.
Well, goodbye, Mr. Gibson.
Goodbye.
And may the house soon be filled with many pleasant memories.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Here's everything except the shoes. You don't need them, do you?
Oh, no, thanks. He's got his own shoes. And this collar may be a little small for Glimpy, but it's the best I can do.
Oh, that's right. Glimpy's got a small neck anyway.
Yeah, this is swell. We'll take good care of it, too.
Well, make sure you get it back tonight. I need it for Louis to lug tomorrow.
Okay, come on, Rock.
Right, Danny.
What's the matter, Jack?
Oh, nothing, Mrs. Williams. Nothing at all. Look, can I see Betty just for a minute?
Oh, I should say not. Why don't you know it's bad luck for the groom to see his bride before the wedding?
Oh, Mom, just for a minute.
No, you'll be seeing her soon enough. Now, you run along, fill your papers.
Okay.
We was just downtown, and we heard some detectives down there talking about a mob going to break in on Jack Gibson's wedding. We didn't think you'd like any of those downtown guys coming up here making a pinch right under your nose.
I see. Whose mob is it?
Well, we didn't get none of the details. We was in a hurry.
I think he said it was one of the Katzman mob. Okay, I'll have a couple of them men take care of it.
The address is 32 East 33rd Street.
32 East 33rd.
Yeah, at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. All right, boys.
Thanks, Lieutenant. We'll return the favor someday. Hey, Shorty, would you mind sitting over there? That chair is reserved for the bride's mother. Okay, thanks.
Stand still, will you?
Oh, you look swell, Glimpy. What's the trouble?
Oh, we can't get this collar on.
Can't get the collar on, huh? Stand back. Let me take a crack at it. Get him from the back, Danny. Now push in a little bit. Take a deep breath. Now hold it. Let's see, this one goes in here. All right, now. I thought I told you to hold it.
What do you think I am, a pile diver?
Look, don't give me no opposition. Just do like I tell you. Now pull in your Adam's apple.
I got it.
Pull it in. Come on, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Don't move. Don't. I got it. I got it. Now.
Any of this getting through to you, son?
Pull in your Adam's apple. Yep. Get free. I got it.
Better start with something mild. He looks a little puny.
Yeah, how's that? Good. How's your voice, Danny?
It's much better, I think.
Well, don't use it till you have to sing.
Tight.
Oh, it's all in your mind. That's not tight. You got lots of room there. Hey, yeah, you see that?
Look what we got. Yeah, Muzz, look at this.
Oh, that's beautiful. Now, that's got some class. What's that?
What?
Rest in peace.
What's the big idea?
In loving memory to Louis the Lug from the gang. We didn't mean to shoot you, Louis. Honest. Where did you get that?
On the street. On a truck. Fell off.
You know that's sacrilegious?
No kidding?
Take it back. You guys ain't got no conscience. Can you imagine a thing like this? Hey, wait a minute. Come here. I don't suppose it would be any more sacrilegious if we brought it back after the wedding. Put it in the parlor. Wait a second. Got to return that after the wedding. Take it away. Here, hold on to those.
Hey, that's funny. This is Louis' suit.
What are you doing?
I ain't wearing this.
Don't worry about nothing. Louis don't need that suit until tomorrow.
Yeah, but can't I wear my check suit with the belt on the back?
No, you can't. This is a high-class wedding. You're going to wear that suit right there.
Oh, but Mom, this suit belonged to Louis. I bet I know what killed him. This collar choked him to death.
What are you taking a collar off for? What's the matter with you? Grab it.
Hey, you fellas, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. Everything.
Get it back on.
You must not move into that house, I tell you. You made one mistake, Louis, but not buying it from the Elwoods. Now, don't make another mistake. Get the place from Gibson.
Yeah, but Gibson's getting married today. Why don't we just wait?
Do you question my orders?
No, it isn't that, Emil. It's just that, well, I can't see why this guy'd be any worse in that house than the Elwoods.
You can't see. That old couple was too frightened to interfere. But nobody knows what this young fool will do.
All right, Emil. I'll get it.
And try to use your head. Get him alone.
All right.
Come on, kid.
Now, don't take that off again.
Fellas ready yet? It's about time to get started. What's the matter?
Glimpy's neck was a little bit too big for the collar, but it's okay now.
Oh, well, where's the tie?
Right there.
Oh, well, put it on.
Jack, there's a fellow outside says he has to see you.
I can't see him now. I'm getting married.
He says it's important.
Who is he?
I don't know, but he says it'll just take a few minutes.
Okay. I'll be right back, fellas.
Hi, Jack.
Oh, Tony, I haven't seen you for a long time. Where have you been?
I've been busy. I know you're in a hurry, and I won't take a bunch of your time. I want to buy that house on Elm Street.
Oh, don't be crazy. I just bought it myself.
I know you did, and I know what you paid for it. I represent a party that, well, they're willing to double what you gave for it.
What? What do they want my place?
What difference does it make? They want it. They're willing to pay for it.
Now, the answer's no.
Oh, wait a minute. You can't take a bride in a house like that.
Look, suppose you tell me what all this mystery about that house is, huh?
Haven't you heard? You know that big estate next door?
Yeah.
It's haunted.
What do you know?
All right, laugh if you like, but why do you think they sold it to you so cheap?
Well, who lives next door? And why do they want my place?
Well, let's say that they're eccentric. They don't like neighbors.
All right, now that's perfect. Don't touch nothing. Okay, line up like I told you. And don't forget your crescendos and diminuendos, and I don't want no altercations in the lyrics. Let's go. You're out of step, you lug.
So you can see why you don't want to take your wife to a place like that.
No, I guess I don't, but she has a heart set on going there tonight.
I understand that. Look, Jack, there's $500 to buy the deal. Why don't you take your wife away for a few days? You know, on a honeymoon. You have to do that anyway. Explain about the house when you get back.
If I had more time,
Oh, look, forget all about business till you come home. Here, when you get ready to close the deal, write me at this address. They'll get in touch with you.
This is a place next to mine, huh?
Yeah.
A haunted house. Okay.
Look, Jack, just a word of warning. When you do get back, write to me. Don't go out there.
Yeah, okay, I'll see you later.
Hey, Dave. Dave.
and I'll not ask for one. The thirst that from the soul doth rise, doth ask a drink of wine. But while I of Jove's nectar sup, I would not take for thine.
Are you ready, Glimpy?
Yeah.
You're all dirty. Come on.
Hey.
Dearly beloved, we are assembled here today to join this man and this woman in holy marriage. For as much as these two persons have come hither to be made one in the holy estate, if there be any here present who know any just cause why they may not lawfully be joined in marriage, I require him now to speak, or forever hold his peace. I now pronounce you man and wife.
He's getting asphyxiated. He's suffocating. So much fuss about a color. I hope he's not dead. Hey, Clem, look, you're right, Glimpy. Clem. Hey. There you are. You all right now? You feel good? Fine.
Betty, why don't you invite us all over to your new home? We could have a party.
Well, I'd like to very much, Daddy, but...
Well, it's all right, darling. We're not going out there tonight anyway.
Not going to our new house, but, Jack, why not?
Well, it's... Well, I made some extra money, so I thought we'd take a little trip first. You know, a honeymoon.
You know anything about that, Glimpy?
It's news to me.
Well, the place needs an awful lot of fixing up, you know.
Oh, yeah?
I hope you don't mind, darling.
Oh, no, darling. Anything you want to do is all right with me. You've got lipstick all over you.
Oh.
322 Elm Street.
That must be his new house.
Certainly is, maybe.
Greetings, gentle patrons. It is I, sarcophagus, yes. I have to make a slight amendment to my first appearance. I reference The Ghost on the Loose. Features Bela, Lugosi and the Bowery Boys. This is not a Bowery Boy film, it's just not. Then who the devil are these kids? Well, I'll tell you, but I have to give you a little bit of history to do so. this is actually, this film specifically was made in 1943. And was the 14th film in the East Side Kids film series. They made about 8 more films before they ended the franchise in 1945. So that's only in 2 years they made 8 more films. Boy, let me tell you, it takes Hollywood these days 3 years to make a sequel. However, the film was considered a monogram special due to the acquisition of actress Ava Gardner. She was exclusively under contract to work for MGM. How Monogram got her, I have not the foggiest, but they did. At this point, this is actually her first feature-length credited film role. Up to that point, she'd actually been considered a bit of a bit actress. So there's that. Of course, now, the East Side Kids themselves date their genre under the Crime School Kids moniker. The Crime School Kids is a genre itself native to the 30s up until the 50s, in which the genre died off. That's actually partly where we get, sort of literary characters do the same thing. So this was all part of the Crime School Kids genre. Although you're not going to believe this, but it's true. The entire genre is based on a Humphrey Bogart film. It's true, yes! The Dead End. It resulted in 2 different spin-offs. You had The Dead End Kids, which was exclusive to Warner Brothers, and they only made about 8 films. However, they had big names associated with them. Specifically people such as James Cagney, Humphrey Bogart, obviously, and even former President Ronald Reagan. You know, he acted with a chimp once. It's true. But enough of the monkey business. Dead End also inspired Monogram to produce their own version of the characters, but they couldn't use Dead End Kids, obviously. So they went a step further, got a little sneakier with it, yes. In the film, the gang that inspired the whole genre are called the East 53rd Place Gang. So Monogram simply titled them the East End Kids. Brilliant! I'm genuinely brilliant on that. It kept it attached, but also detached simultaneously. Nice little workaround there. The Little Tough Guys was actually a combination of both groups. Between all of them, they wound up making about 15 movies under the Little Tough Guys model from 1938 up until 1943. This is where it changed to the Bowery Boys. I told you we'd come full circle. You just had to trust me. And in total, the Bowery Boys amassed 48 films. 48! Whew! Goodness gracious, I tell you, that's ludicrous. One other bit of trivia that I will throw at you. It's a bit of an Easter egg, but it's not a cultural Easter egg like the others I mentioned. Early on in the film, the boys claim they're part of the Katzman gang. This is actually a reference to the producer, Sam Katzman, who helped produce many of the... Well, you get back there. Who helped produce many of the films in the franchise. So, nice little homage there. Back in my youth, all we did was play leapfrog with the crocodiles down the Nile. Oh, memories. Well, that's enough of that. Time to get back to our feature. Ghosts on the Loose.
I guess we better go. Come on, darling.
Someday I hope to get married. You know that, Scruno? Someday.
What do you got there, Scruno?
Man, this is right.
What's the idea of the pan?
Nothing. I just had my mama to cook it so it'd be nice and soft.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Man.
Hey, where are those gangsters that are supposed to be here?
Gangsters?
Yeah, gangsters.
Well, maybe they lost the address, or maybe you scared them away.
Yeah, you look like an old-time scarer.
Why don't you use some diplomacy?
I got my diploma when I graduated from school.
Did you graduate kindergarten?
Oh, I skipped kindergarten. I was too old. More vanilla. Louise isn't going to like this.
You shouldn't have sold that nice young couple the house without warning them.
No, Sarah, there's no use starting something that we can't actually prove.
You know in your heart, John, there's something going on in that house next door that isn't strictly honest.
But we don't know positively, Sarah.
Why, John Elwood, how can you say that after all we've seen and heard in the last 6 months?
Now, let's not talk about it anymore. We're out of there and finished with the whole thing.
But I've not finished with it. What are you going to do? Phone the police.
Now, wait a minute. They'll ask a lot of questions, and the first thing you know, we'll be held as material witnesses.
They don't have to know who gave them the information?
No, I wouldn't do it now, Sarah.
Well, I would. Give me the police.
Police Department. Lieutenant Brady speaking.
This is Mrs. John G. I wish to report some mysterious goings-on at 322 Elm Street.
322 Elm. What kind of goings-on?
Oh, there's noises and screams and people going in and out all hours of the night. All kinds of funny businesses.
Who is this speaking?
This is Mrs. John G.
Hello? Hello? Take that call. Send in Mulligan and O'Brien.
Well, I think that's the place. Don't look very cheerful, though, does it?
You certainly do not.
Come on, get your tools. We got a hard night's work. Come on, Glimp.
Okay. Oh, look at the beautiful flowers.
Can't put ketchup on flowers. Hey, this is a pretty big place for two people, ain't it?
Yeah. Hey, there's a house down there. Looks more like the place Jack was talking about.
Yeah, it does at that. What do I do with that card? Hey, Glimpy, my eyes ain't so good. What's the number on that house?
322.
Well, what's the number on that card?
322.
That must be the place, then.
Looks like it.
Hey, what are you guys waiting for? We want to decorate this house tonight, not tomorrow. Let's go.
We're coming. Come on, guys, let's go.
All right. You got all the accessories?
Yeah, we got everything.
Okay. Hey, Glimpy, give me the key.
Me.
Yeah. The key to the house.
What key? You crazy? Look, I got the address.
It's a little detail we overlooked, I guess.
Well, let's go home.
Yeah, we'll see you out back here. Ain't you got no ingenuity? Give me that hammer. Remind me to put a new glass in there in the morning.
Hey, Muggs, watch out. You might cut your jugular.
What's the matter with you guys? You scared?
Well, not a bit.
All right, then go on in.
The rest of you lives can precede me.
What's eating you?
Man, if I get lost in there, ain't nobody ever gonna find me.
Fine, you don't worry, in you go.
Then who goes?
In we all go. Come on, quit stalling.
Look, go on. Wait.
Got work to do.
Look, I can break light. Well?
Go ahead, Cliff.
Don't you think the lawn needs mowing or something like that?
What are you going to do, take the water off your knees? Get in there. Hey, kind of misty in here. Anybody got a match? Oh, watch out, you'll scare the bats. That's better. Take a look in here. Oh, Jack wasn't kidding when he said this place would need fixing up. Look at that. No curtains, no drapes. No lamps, no knickknacks, no nothing. Where are we going to get some furniture?
What about that house next door?
What about it?
Well, I saw a sign that says, for sale, completely furnished.
What do you want us to do, buy another house?
Oh, just buy the furniture. Let someone else buy the house.
That's good. It's the best idea you had in 10 years. Let's go take a look, fellas. Put that stuff down.
Okay.
I'll give you a water for that.
Monk, there's boys in the house. What'll we do?
We'll make that place look like $1,000,000.
Oh, you aren't kidding.
Hey, the door's open.
They must trust their neighbors.
Wow, this is really nice. Lamps, drapes, books, everything. I wonder why he bought that old house next door instead of this one.
Yeah, I guess there wasn't enough room in a yacht for Victory Garden, huh?
Could sure make some improvements over there with this stuff.
Yeah, but do you think we should really take these things?
Hey, certainly. Jack can pay for it later.
All right, I okay. I'm his brother-in-law. Good enough for me. It's good enough for my sister.
Stop moving it then. Go ahead, stop moving it. Pick up something. Don't pick up nothing heavy. I know.
I gotta get some books on my mind.
Good evening, sir. Good evening. Oh, can you give us a room and a bath?
Yes, sir.
What's funny, dear?
Oh, well, that's an old joke. I say, can you give us a room and a bath? And he's supposed to say, well, I can give you a room, but you'll have to take the bath yourself.
Really? Would you care to register, sir?
Thanks. Yeah. How does that look, Mrs. Gibson?
I like it. Very much.
Oh, are you Mr. John Gibson?
Oh, yeah. Sure, look here. Got my, my draft card, Social Security, driver's license, automobile club, you want to see marriage certificate?
No, thank you. I have a message for you.
Message? Call Chelsea 5518, apartment 243. Who the dickens is Chelsea 5518?
I don't recognize the number. It sounds like a hotel.
They said it was most urgent.
Oh, they did, huh? Well, where are the phone booths?
Right over there, sir.
Oh, well, come on, darling. Hold everything, huh?
Yes.
Hello? Yes? This is room 243.
Well, this is John Gibson. What can I do for you?
Oh, Mr. Gibson, it's about your house. This is Mrs. John G. Elwood. I thought you should know the truth about it.
What do you mean? Well, look, when we go there, I'll take along a big box of ghost powder.
Well, I just wanted you to know that I'd reported it to the police, and they should be out there by now.
Well, what did you do that for? Well, of course I mind. I don't want a lot of cops poking around out there. Oh, okay. Well, just forget it. All right, goodbye.
What's the matter, darling?
That was Mrs. Elwood. She sent the police to investigate the place next door to our house. There's something fishy about the whole thing.
I'm glad we didn't go out there now. Aren't you?
Well, I'm not. I think we ought to go out there right now.
Right now?
Yep.
But, honey...
Come on, darling. Don't be frightened.
Who said anything about being frightened?
Oh. Yeah. Oh, darling. Oh, you got a nice hotel here. We sure enjoyed our stay. Come on, darling.
Short day.
All right, come on, step on it. You ain't getting no overtime for this. Hey, Dave. Come on, wake up. Come on. Okay. Get out of there and take that chair with you. I'll carry this ashtray. Watch out for the glass on the way out. Yeah, right in the living room. Right there. Okay, lay it down right here. Now we got something to work with. You two fellas start to put up the wallpaper over there, and Rocky and Danny, you put up the curtains and drapes. And get them nice and cylindrical. Glimpy, you can sweep.
Thanks, Chief.
What are you doing?
Didn't you tell me I could sleep?
Not sleep, sweep. Now get up out there and go to work. Dust off that rust.
Okay, Chief. What are you gonna do?
I gotta think. I'm the supervisor.
Oh, what do I always have to do stuff for?
I'll give you consolidation. Do a good job, and I'll reduce your dues for the next 3 months.
Thanks, Chief.
And don't split that wood with those screws.
What is this, huh?
And don't get too much glue on that paper. It sticks out through there. It makes lumps.
Hey, you know
That
how
goes under the drapes, not over them. Did you ever dress no houses?
No.
I knew I should have taken that lift going to Albuquerque.
What are those lights doing on? Who's that there?
It's a gang of kids. They're friends of Jack Gibson's. You know, the guy that bought the house next door.
Is it some more of your bungling, you stupid fool?
How'd I know they were coming out here?
I'll get rid of them, though.
Come on, Bruno.
Yeah, let me get my hands on them. Wait a minute. Why do I have such idiots around me? Let's find out what Hilda knows about it. How did those kids get into the house?
They broke in. Are you still here?
Yes, where's Monk?
I don't know. He went up to see.
Idiots. Imbeciles, all of you. Hunt on him.
Sorry, wrong movie. Yikes.
see a termite bit him.
No matter, the altitude too much for you?
No. That picture up there. He's alive.
Who's alive?
Him, up there.
First place, it's not a him, it's a her.
Please believe me. There was a him a minute ago.
You're seeing things.
Seeing things? Man, I heard him growl.
All right, just take it easy now. Relax. You've been drinking too much coffee.
What coffee? Hey, where'd you get it?
Go to work. Come on, step on it. Come on, Danny, get those doilies hung.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have bought a spirit level to make sure they was even. Coffee drinker.
Hey, Napoleon must
I'm surrounded by idiots.
The best example of slow motion I ever seen. Come on, hurry up. Glimpy, we'll play statues later. Get back on that broom.
I'm just trying to figure out where I should sweep that dust from here into the hall, or the dust from the hall into here.
Just sweep it clockwise.
Okay, Chief. Napoleon?
Feminine.
Hey, Fox. You warm.
No, I'm not warm. Why?
Napoleon took his coat off. He had it on, he took it off. Look.
He took his coat off, huh? You look.
Well, what do you know? He put it back on.
What's going on around here anyway? You going goofy too? Don't answer that. Just go over and lie down next to Scruno.
Wait a minute.
Shut up.
Let's not have any animosity. Hey, Scruno.
Yeah.
You sure you saw what you saw?
Sure, I'm sure.
But I tried to tell Muggs. See, I'm back there sweeping. I got a broom in my hand. I look up at Napoleon. He's got a coat on. He's standing like that. Then I turn around and he's got...
Where are you going? What are you doing up there?
Hey, look. Now he's in his long drawers.
Get down off there. I'm going to send you to an optimist and have your eyes examined. Come on down. Huh? If I have to go up there and get you, I'll stab you with one of those horns. And I want you two to quit clowning.
Clowning? Who's clowning? Quit clowning. The thing was right...
Stop acting like a couple of hysterical dames.
Who's acting like hysterical Dane? I saw it and Scruno saw it too, didn't you, Scruno? Nothing else but. Come on, let's go home.
I ought to slug the both of you. You're imagining things. It's all in your mind.
Now, whose mind is that in? Did you hear that?
Certainly I heard it. You think I'm deep?
Come on, let's go home.
We ain't gonna go no place. We're gonna find out what that was.
Hear what he said? We're gonna find out what it was. Well, you guys find out what it was. I'll be in the car waiting for you.
You wait right there. I said we're gonna find out what it was, and I meant it. Hey, Glimpy.
Chief?
You go first.
Certainly. What am I saying?
What's the matter? You scared?
Scared? I'm not scared of nothing, but I'm not going out there. You wanted to go out, so you go out and see what it was.
You gonna let me go up there all alone?
Yeah.
Remind me when we get back to town to give you the Iron Cross for bravery. Right over the skull. Sure, I'll go find out what it was. What are you doing?
The noise came from that direction.
Oh, yes. I thought maybe shortcut over there if they... 1 o'clock.
And all ain't well. You know how.
Oh, there's nothing to worry about.
Mom, let's go home now.
Come here. Just for that, you're gonna go fight.
Me?
Yeah, you. Now, go on. Get up there. We'll let you go home later. Go on. Go up there, all of you. I'm gonna be last for a change. Glimpy, get up, kid. Well, do you see anything?
Nope.
No.
Who that? Who that? Who that say who that when I say who that?
Who said who that when I say who that?
What's the matter with you? That's just an echo.
It's an echo.
See that? What I tell you. There's nothing to be scared of.
That's what you think.
Well, boys, here we go again.
Don't wait for me.
Greetings, cereal fans. It is I, sarcophagus, appearing for the final time of our breakfast cereal special. Bela Lugosi. We're going to talk about him for just a moment. We talked about the East Side Kids and little Easter egg hunt as well for you. But we need to talk about our second co-star. Technically, the East End Kids qualify as their own star. But Bela, we need to talk about him. This is a bit of an odd role for him, if you think about it. It's a comedy role, but he's playing it straight, but he's scary, but he's not. It's odd. There's a reason for this. This is actually his second outing with the East End Kids. East Side Kids. Sorry, I misspoke, but you get the point. You see, he was right in the middle of trying to rebrand himself. He had, according to one source, recently seen a rescreening of Dracula, which is where most of you know him from. And he was appalled because instead of screaming in abject terror, they were laughing. Distraught, he didn't know what to do. His entire career was invested and typecast in the horror roles. So what is it? What's what? But then the idea struck him. What if, instead of having them laugh at the absurdity of it, have them laugh at the absurdity of it? Rebrand himself not as a horror icon, but as the penultimate straight man in the comedy genre. Brilliant move, honestly, it really was. So he started building up a parody of himself. This is one of the early attempts to do so. Ooh, pardon me. And he'd already done The Ape Man, along with one other feature, like I said previously, and would wind up doing several more, including television appearances with Red Skelton. Well, the list goes on, it really does. If you can find them, they are worth the watch. They really are. In fact, one of his unmade projects, something he was working on, trying to work on and get the ball rolling very soon before his passing, was Dr. Acula.
Lugosi, how about your plans? When are you going to bring your distinguished acting back to the screen, sir?
There are a few things coming up. The first is a three-dimensional motion picture called Phantom Ghoul.
And the second is a television series which will be produced by Ted Allen and called Dr. Acula. Dracula? Dracula? For heaven's sake, no. Just Dr. Acula. I see. We'll be looking forward to seeing Dr. Acula, and thank you very much, Mr. Lugosi. Thank you, Arthur. I appreciate it.
Don't really know how it would have turned out, but I would have loved to see that product. I think that would have been fantastic. Now, Mr. Lugosi does seem to have it right, though, because today's audiences know him as Dracula, yes, but most know him from these comedy bit roles. So, props to you, my gaunt-faced ghoulie. Oh, well, that's enough for me. Time to reach the final segment of Ghosts on the Loose. Good night and pleasant screams.
Open the door! Open the door! Open the door! Open that door! Oh, there goes that echo again. Yes.
Have they gone?
Yes, in the cellar.
Cellar? Oh, that's bad, Abel.
You must get them out of there, quick.
Open the door!
Hey, Pat, give me a hand. Take a look in there.
What's that, Mug?
Looks like a printing press.
Jack never told me he had a printing press. Out of the store the ally.
What the new order means to you. How to destroy the Allies.
What are they doing?
Let me see.
Look.
The kids have found printing press and everything. Shall I take care of them?
Oh, we have company upstairs, too, the police.
The Gestapo. Did you hear the Gestapo?
No, just two American detectives. Probably dumb ones, too. Don't worry about them. Let me see.
Gee, that sounds like spies.
Yeah, do you think Jack's mixed up with them?
I don't know. This is his house.
Jack won't have nothing to do with the Nazis.
I hope not.
What do you mean, man?
Well, he told us not to come out here, remember?
Yeah, you're right.
He had a lot of extra dough when he left, too. Where did he get that?
That's probably where this stuff comes in.
Yeah, and how could he buy a big house like this?
Why, you shut your big mouth. You want me to punch you right in the nose?
Oh, stop drooling. We gotta figure this thing out. This is no time to argue.
Your brother-in-law. I can't believe it. I'll never be able to face the Boy Scouts again.
Ah, don't feel bad, Glimpy. We're not sure it was your brother-in-law. We're only guessing.
What do you got in your mind, Mus?
I don't know. If anybody else found that stuff here, I know what they'd think.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe we better get it out of here.
Where are we going to take it? Why don't you put it in the house next door? Don't hit me. Don't hit me.
Well, you act. You think I was a bully or something. That's a good idea. Put it in the house next door. Go on, move it, boys.
Come on, guys.
Watch your hands under there, too.
They're taking the press out.
Let them go.
But they taking the press.
Let them take the evidence next door.
Remove all suspicion from us.
Did you find anything in there?
No, nothing in there.
I was better take a look upstairs.
Okay.
Go over the room thoroughly and see that nothing is left to incriminate us.
Yes, sir.
Tony, you come with me.
Get out! was okay letting Gibson buy that house, huh?
Yes, that was a lucky mistake you made.
Nothing now.
Huh?
Nothing now.
Oh, we better take a look downstairs then. That door wasn't open before, was it?
Was that door there when we come in?
Was that door there when we came in? No! It's just this minute grew.
Come on, let's go.
I sure hope Jack appreciates what we're doing for him.
You certainly should. As his brother-in-law, I personally thank you, one and all.
Nothing down here.
Don't look like it.
Hey, I got a good idea. Let's call the cops.
What, with our fingerprints all over there? The best idea you can get is not to get any more ideas.
Let's see if the people in that little place know anything about it.
Wish I'd left that door open. Hey, there's Jack and Betty. Well, we sure got them out of a tight spot just in time.
Well, darling, here's our little love nest.
Oh, Jack. It's wonderful.
Yeah. Huh. With a couple of cops hammering at the door.
I wonder who that is. Let's have a look.
Well, did you find anything?
No. No, there's no one around here. Say, by the way, who might you be?
I'm Jack Gibson. This is my wife. We just bought that little place.
Oh, I see.
Uh-oh. We got our signals crossed. Jack bought that little house, not the big one.
I got vote.
You're right. We better get that press back out of there. Let's go.
Well, we were sent out to look over that big place there.
Yes, I know. People we bought our house from seem to think something funny's going on.
We couldn't find anything wrong.
It's probably their imagination. You know how old folks are.
Well, we'll be heading back to the station now. If you hear anything, give us a ring.
Well, I don't think we'll bother you tonight.
Well, good night.
Good night.
Hey, what are you whispering about? Ouch! Ouch. I'm gonna tell you. Oh,
Well, let's go. See now. It's open. This is for luck. Well, darling, here we are. Look it over.
Okay, we'll put that press back where it was and show it to the cops.
Car 17, Mulligan speaking. We just looked the place all over. There's nothing here but a couple of newlyweds.
Looks a little bad, doesn't it?
I can't understand it. There should be more furniture here.
Yeah, it would help, but I still think it's awful cute.
Well, easy. Easy. Need some help? There you are. Oh, thanks. Leave it just the way it was now. Okay, let's tell the law. Come on.
Guess I may as well get the grips.
Okay, we're coming right in. Let's go.
Their car's gone.
Who?
The cops.
Isn't that awful? Hey, Muggs. What's this mean?
What are you doing here?
Well, just what I was about to ask you. Oh, that's a long story.
We was decorating that house.
Yeah, we thought it was yours.
We found a printing press with a lot of nasty propaganda.
Yeah, we thought it was yours.
So we moved it over here.
Yeah, then we found out that was yours.
So we moved it back again.
Nazi propaganda?
Sure.
So that's why they didn't want us to come out here. Why didn't you phone the police? We thought it was yours. Is there a phone next door?
Yeah, but that ain't yours.
Well, come on.
I don't confuse it, though. Won't you be glad?
What?
There it is.
Get me police headquarters. Hello? This is 322 Elm Street. Send a couple of men out here right away.
Yeah, tell them about the Nazis.
Yes, I know they've been here, but send them back. Yes, they've gone. That's right, thank you.
Wish, you must get the press back to the cottage. They're calling the police. Hurry up. Come on, let's go. Pick it up.
Calling car 17. Calling car 17. Return at once to 322 Elm Street. Urgent. That is all.
We just came from there.
Let's go.
Where are they? Well, they ought to be here any minute.
Who?
Oh, he's on first. Hey, there they are now. Come on, Jack.
Okay.
We tried to call you back, but you didn't hear us. There's a lot of intimidating evidence in that house.
Hey, what is this, a gag?
Well, these boys have found a printing press in the basement with a lot of subversive literature all over the place. It must be a Nazi hideout. How about the people? Seen any signs of them around?
Heard a lot of noises, didn't see no people.
Well, we better take a look.
Yeah, follow me. We got all the evidence down the stairs. Right on. Come on.
The body. The body's in there.
Read that.
How can you picture that? I must be having optical delusions.
What's the matter?
Well, it was a printing press here 10 minutes ago.
Just got up and walked away, huh?
Well, if ink can run, I guess a printing press can walk. That's right. You can still see the ink on our hands from where we touched it.
That dirt could have been on your hands for the last 6 months, for all we know.
Come on, we better get out of here before we start seeing things ourselves.
Telling you it was dead.
I don't always look like that. I was there. There was a visible ink on it.
We're right there.
All right. It was there, and you saw it. But it ain't there now.
They can't figure this thing out. We seen that press with our own eyes.
So did I.
That's what I said. Couldn't just disappear. Somebody must have taken it out of here.
You know, I think...
Yeah, I'll do all the thinking around here.
All right, go ahead and think. You're always thinking. Think. Think a while. You're such a smart guy. We should think. Hey, Mums! Look!
What do you think that's for?
Mice.
Mike, you'll never learn nothing, will you? Hey, I bet that's how they got that press out of here. Just keep quiet. You follow me.
Nobody here. Let's go home. Come on.
Now, what are you, a coward? You go in there already. What are you talking?
Hey! It's got my hand. I'll put you right in the nose.
Come on, Pat.
Hey, wait a minute. That's funny.
Now what?
Those lights in my cottage. I turned them out.
Now the lights are turning themselves on and off.
Come on, Pat.
Go ahead if you want to. I want to see for myself. Come on, Betty.
I'm going to find out for himself, too. But doggone. Fellas, look at here.
What's this?
Looks like the printing press.
Ah, so it does. So it does. Ah, what are these? What do these look
Look like them same things we always been telling you alls about.
What's it doing here?
That's something you'll get a chance to explain, and you'd better think fast.
Oh, look, you don't think this belongs to me?
This is your house, isn't it?
Yes, but...
We better find Monks and tell him. You ain't kidding. Come on.
Take a ride. Come on.
Get him, Bruno. Get him. Hey, take it easy. Benny. A trap door. Will you? Another one. Hey, take it easy. Will you? Lock it. You're right. Oh, a rough. No, you look like a gorilla.
Oh, you busted my...
Come on, Benny.
Wait, we'll talk this thing over.
Get the rest of the fellas, Dave.
Listen, officer, this is absolutely ridiculous.
All I know is the press is on your property. I'll have to take you to headquarters and talk to the lieutenant.
Hey, fellas. Jack, come here. We saw him down the tunnel. They got Muggs and Glimpy, and they took him to a room.
All right, but this is the last time I'll believe any of you. O'Brien, beat it back to the house and go down the basement. I'll look down the tunnel.
The first time since I knew you that you couldn't say nothing.
Are you kidding?
You better wait here, honey. You boys stay with her.
Okay, Jack. Hurry up, they got Muggs and Glimpy in there.
Let me have a try at that.
Hey, what's that? Must be somebody in there. Must be some way to get in there. Yeah. Look around here.
We better get out of here, boss.
Where? Look. Say, what's the matter?
Grab that woman. Wait,
where we go?
Grab that woman. She's in the gang. Follow me, I'll show you.
Get ready.
Hey, Glimpy! Flip!
Hey, Monks! Monks!
Hey, Glimpy! Yeah.
It's Monks! Hey, Monks! Why don't you go home and get dressed?
Glimpy, look!
Fine, honey, playing leapfrog. Let me have it. In shape, honey? Let's go. Come on, kid. You feel good? Come on, Evan. Muggs. You're all right, kid. All right, steady. Wake up. Wake up. The winner, a new champ. I knew you could do it, kid.
What a honeymoon.
You always got to do everything the hard way. Everybody else gets plain, ordinary, common measles. So you got to go out and dig up German measles.
What are you picking on me for? I know them guys were Nazis. Did you know I'm sick? What's forward on you?
Don't, Glimpy, I apologize.
And remember, you've got 7 days more to go.
That's all, folks.
I've never been so humiliated in all my life. Where is that nitwit?
One, I'll get you 20. He's chasing a fire somewhere.
He couldn't be. Not on his wedding day.
Oh, no? Where was he the night of your engagement party? Watching the fire at the glue factory. He came in 2 hours late smelling like a fried rubber boot.
But, Father, he's through chasing fires. He promised. Besides, there isn't any fire today. No sirens, no smoke, no... He promised.
Hello, Chiefy, I made it. Boy, this fire's a pip, isn't it?
All right, boys, make way for that hose.
Yeah, all right, boys, make way for the hose.
Hook her up on the double.
Yeah, hook her up on the double. Come on, fellas. Tell it to him.
All right, let's have that water.
Yeah, let's have that water. You heard what he said. Let's have that... Not so fast!
Let's go home, May. We can't wait here all night.
I'm not budging from here until Eric arrives.
All right. But if you bring that firebug home, I'll tear his arm off and slap him with his own hand. Come on, Wilbur.
May, now, if you'd marry me...
I won't marry you, Wilbur. I'm still going to marry Eric.
That drip.
Don't you dare call him a drip. The dope.
Hello, sweetheart.
Eric, you did go to a fire.
But it was a big one, honey. It was the lumber yard. First the shingles caught fire, and then the slats.
Slats, rats. Is a fire more important than your wedding? Shut up. Eric Potts, you and I are through. For good.
But, honey, I love you.
No, you don't.
Yes,
No,
I
you
do.
don't.
But I love you. Kiss me, honey. Tell me that you love me.
Oh, look what you've done. You...
Oh, my helmet! Oh, May, come on back. I won't go to another fire, honest. Ow! Oh.
Good evening, sir. Where's the bride?
There isn't going to be any bride.
But why, sir?
She threw me over because I went to that lumberyard fire.
I was afraid of that. I'm terribly sorry, sir.
Calling Engine Company 22, brush fire at 16th and Madison.
A brush fire, sir. They can be very spectacular.
I'm not a bit interested, Simmons. Running the fires made me lose the only girl I'll ever love.
But, sir, she forgets who you are. #1 fire kibitzer of our city. What would our fire department be without your help?
Simmons, you're right. Yes. She doesn't appreciate me.
No, sir.
She'll come crawling back someday to ask for forgiveness. But I won't give in. I won't yield.
No,
I'll
sir.
stand firm as a rock.
Yes, sir.
Darling, you come back to me. I've been a cad, a heel, a wretch. Kiss me and tell me I'm forgiven.
I have something to say to you. In private.
Anything you say, sweetheart. Simmons, go dust off the Jeep.
Yes, sir. At once, sir.
Oh, on the double, on the double. Believe me, precious, my love will burn forever. I'll rebuild my life from the ashes of the past.
You can't even make love without sounding like a fireman.
Well, I'm sorry. What I mean is there'll always be a little spark. Oh, skip it. Gee, champagne and our wedding supper, just for you and me.
Eric Potts, there'll be no wedding supper until you quit chasing fires.
Well, I'm through right now. Cross my heart.
Honest?
Honest.
Oh, count.
Sorry, honey.
You see, Doctor, I simply won't marry Eric until he's through chasing fires.
What do you say, Doctor? You think you can do it?
Of course, my boy. This interest in fires is simply a sign of immaturity, yeah?
Is that what it is?
That's all there is to it. So if you will excuse us, Miss Nutt, we'll commence right away. And don't worry, Dr. Gesundheit is not to be sneezed at.
Goodbye, Eric. I'll be waiting.
Goodbye, honey. You'll see, I'll be cured. Well, let's get going, Doc.
Now, my friend, what makes you run to fires?
I don't know, Doc. I just gotta.
A conflagration complex. Now, lie comfortable. I will take your case history. Now then, we must unveil the past and roll back the years. Now relax. Close your eyes. You are drifting back to boyhood. You are 21. You are 16. You are 5. Now think hard. What was the outstanding memory of your boyhood?
My beautiful blonde nurse, she was terrific. Ow! Doc, that hurts.
You are still 21. Now close your eyes and drift further back. You are 16. You are 12. You are 5. 5 years old in Rumpers. What do you want, little boy?
I want to be a fireman. Doc, don't do that.
Wunderbar. The whole case in a nutshell. You should excuse that expression. No, you are nothing but a frustrated fireman.
Is that bad, Doc?
No, not at all. That can be cured.
Well, I hope so.
Oh, I have to go. That will be all for today.
Say, Doc. Say, Doc, you sure this is nothing serious?
Of course not. Every youngster has foolish ambitions. Take me. I read so many stories about your Buffalo Bill, I wanted to be a cowboy. I was crazy about guns and ropes. I wanted a home on the stove.
Oh, Doc, you mean a home on the range?
A home on the range.
Yeah, I wanted to be a fireman and you wanted to be a cowboy. In other words, we're both normal.
Sure. It is only when the wish remains that it is serious. Well, tenderfoot, shall we mosey along?
Eric is a new man, Father. The doctor's done wonders for him.
Uh-huh.
Oh, but he has. He hasn't been to a fire for weeks. When he steps out of that office today, he'll be cured. See? Doesn't mean a thing anymore.
That I've got to see.
It's a fire, my boy. Can you take it?
You betcha, Doc. I'm cured.
Sirens are getting closer.
Let them come.
But look. It's a paint factory right across the street.
I don't care. Let her burn.
Ooh, it's spreading fast. The flames are shooting high in the air. Here comes Pumpkin Ladder. To Berlin!
Hey, wait for me, Doc.
Oh! Eric! Oh!
Where did he go?
He's marrying Wilbur. I'll never run to another fire as long as I live.
Mr. Potzer, what are you doing?
Simmons, did you see the paper?
Yes, sir. I'm terribly sorry, but I'm sure the young lady still loves you. Why don't you try to see her?
I telephoned this morning, and her father told me if I dared call, he'd set the dog on me.
Ha! He was only bluffing.
Oh, yeah? He wasn't bluffing. Come on, Simmons, help me get rid of this stuff.
Oh, sir, not your invention.
Yes, everything, even my fireproof suit. Come on, let's get some more stuff. Well, you're so slow. Come on. Ow! Simmons, what are you doing?
I'm frightfully sorry, sir. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right, with a hole in my head.
Drink would do you good, sir. Perhaps you'd like a couple of slugs.
Yeah, from a 45. I'll end it all. I'll show her.
Attention all companies. Fire at 32 Waverly Place. Looks like a big one, boys. On the double. Everybody roll. 32 Waverly Place.
32 Waverly Place. That's May's house. That's May's house!
Are you hurt, sir?
No, I'm all right. May's house is on fire. Let's roll. Come. Oh, this way. Wait a minute. Don't forget the fire extinguisher.
Yes, sir.
You hit me!
Well, I'm frightfully sorry, sir.
Well, my son, are you nervous?
No, sir. I haven't forgotten a thing. I've got my carnation. I've got the ring right here somewhere in my vest pocket. Oh, my gosh.
Don't let it worry you, Wilbur. I'm tickled pink to have you as a son-in-law instead of that other moron.
Mr. Knott?
Yes?
We're from headquarters. Chief sent us down to keep an eye on things.
Of course, gentlemen. This way, please.
A lot of homes have been knocked over lately. Guy called the Hooded Terror.
The Hooded Terror? My goodness. Simmons, there's no fire. You tricked me.
Yes, I did, sir. But your sweetheart's marrying another man. In just 15 minutes, your beloved will be Mrs. Wilbur Slimmons. He'll be folding her in his arms, kissing her sweet lips.
Her sweet lips. Yipe! Simmons, don't go away. You stay right here. You hear? You get...
Beautiful bride, ain't she?
You said it.
Hey, somebody might sneak in those doors.
I got something to say to you.
The Hooded Terror! Help! Help! Officers! Officers, where are you?
Wilbur, do something! Hit him! Hit him!
They went upstairs. Come on. But that man may be dangerous. Are you a man or a mouse? Don't answer that.
Don't be frightened, honey. It's me. Look, Eric.
Oh, darling, I thought you'd never get here.
Well, let's get out of here.
He went that way. That way. Oh.
May, are you all right?
No, I'm not. You've spoiled everything.
Spoiled everything?
Yes, that's Eric.
Who's snitch? Oh, come on, cut it out, Slim.
we got
All right, come on. Just hold on and give me the dirtiest look. Oh, come on, stop, man.
You got him? I got one.
Not so fast.
We got the cuffs on him.
There they go!
Will you let go of me? Go get him!
The other way.
Now we're going to...
Stop him, Pop. Do something.
With pleasure.
Oh, Pop.
Beg pardon, sir. There's a justice of the peace in the next block.
Well, let's go. Let's go. Looks like the Orwells, honey. But I'm not interested.
Orwells? I wouldn't miss this for the world. Get going, Simmons.
Yes, Simmons, come on, let's go.
Be a good boy and go to sleep. Go back to bed. I want to hear a story. All right. Come here, sit on my lap and I'll tell you a story. Once there was a little lad just like you. He was naughty, he was bad, just like you. He disobeyed and misbehaved the whole day through. He was unkind and wouldn't mind, just like you. That was a naughty thing to do. Ha, ha, ha. How would you like it done to you? Ha, ha, ha. You'll find a lot of happiness if you'll be good. Ha, I'm sorry. I didn't obey. Please help me. This one thing I'll do as you say. I'll help you, but then for the wrong things you've done, you'll have to go back and correct everyone. That's the story of the little lad just like you. Who was naughty, who was bad, just like you. I don't believe a word you said. It's not true. But I'll be good and go to bed just for you. That's a good little boy. Now run along.
Come on, you girls and you boys, drop your games and your toys, and partake of the joys of Mother Goose Land. Mother Goose Land, you'll meet the Pied Piper, Miss Muffet too. There's King Cole and his fiddlers, and Little Boy Blue. So get the witch and her broom, and fly out of the room. You won't find any gloom in Mother Goose Land.
Oh, Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. This little piggy went to market, and this little piggy stayed home. And this little piggy had roast beef, and this little piggy had none. And this little piggy cried, wee, 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 all the way home. Ha-ha. Gee, I'd like to go with Mother Goose on a journey, just to visit with the dame who lives in a shoe. Oh, I know I'd really raise the deuce on the journey, seeing old King Cole and even Little Boy Blue. Maybe Mary's Lamb and Simple Simon would greet me. The cat with a fiddle might play something that's new. There is where I'd like to be.
Come and join the family of the old girl who's living in the shoe.
Let's go.
So long, Betty. I'll keep the home fires burning.
I don't care what's down below. Let it rain, let it snow. I'll be up on a rainbow, sweeping the clouds away. Fighters who always win are those who can take it right on the chin and grin. And so I shout to everyone, find your place in the sun, up on top of a rainbow, sweeping the clouds away. Let the whole world sigh or cry, 'cause now he's sweeping the clouds away. Little Jackie Horner leaves his corner with a plum upon his thumb, and he merrily beats the plum upon his drum. Mary so contrary isn't so contrary as she used to be, for she laughingly follows him to have some fun.
A new member to Mother Goose Land, Betty Boop.
Humpty Dumpty fell down off the wall, and the drum began to yell, and the drum began to yell.
Hello, Tom, the piper's son, Jack and Jill and everyone. Young Tom Thumb, come play your drum with a dum to little dum dum. Humpty Dumpty, oh hear my plea. If you fall, please fall for me. Fiddlers three, come play for me with a dum to little dum dum.
Little Boy Blue, come blow your horn. The sheep's in the meadow.
The cow's in the corn.
Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey.
Down came a spider and sat down beside her.
Down came a spider, sat down beside her, frightened Miss Muffet away. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All of his horses and all of his men couldn't put Humpty together again. The woman in the shoe had a family that always kept her life in a memory. She couldn't keep them all when she was 53. Hi-do-do-do-do, the cat and the fiddle, the deer. The little dog laughed to see the sport and the cow jumped over the moon.
Oh, yeah?
And a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe and he called for his bowl and he called for his fiddler's tree. Sing a song of sixpence, pocket full of rye. 420 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing. Pack up all my care and woe, here I go, singing low. When somebody waits for me, sugar sweet, so is she. No one here can love and understand me. Oh, what hard luck stories they all hand me. I'll arrive late tonight. Bye-bye. Here I go, singing low. Bye-bye, blackbird. Where somebody waits for me, sugar sweet, so is she. Bye-bye, blackbird. No one here can love and understand me. Make my bed and light the light. Late tonight, blackbird, bye-bye. Ring around the rosy. Let them on the posy. All the girls in our town come for Uncle Josie. Ring around the mulberry bush, mulberry bush, mulberry bush. Ring around the mulberry bush, my fair lady.
Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop.
Boop-boop-a-doop.
Hello, back already? I hope you enjoyed this special. We had a lot of fun doing it. And don't forget to check out both Sarcophagus and myself on YouTube. Hit like and subscribe if you can. And join me next week for more shows from Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. Stay safe, and thanks again, Sarcophagus. You did another great job. Good night.